Hey guys, just doing another video here. After the last one, I've had lots of requests, lots of questions, just about various things about what I was doing. So most so just what kind of things I made of HDPE. So high density polyethylene. First of all, well, this is the stuff I've previously melted down, and this is kind of offcuts, as you see. Nice kind of marbled effect in it. That's been all sorts of stuff that's in it. There's bits of milk bottle lids in there, as you see, or the milk carton ones. Still some extra carton lids there as well. Again, they've got a little HDPE 2 written on it. Bottle of detergent. Again, quite, don't know if you can see, but there's a triangle, and in the triangle it should have a 2, and then below it this one's got HDPE 2. So I've got shampoo bottles, and this is another big detergent container I've got at the moment in the bucket here. We also have some chopped up milk cartons. I think in the bucket here at the moment we've probably got about, I think there's 20 500ml containers, and I think 2 of the big 4 pint ones. And I've just kind of chopped it into bits, don't have to be too small. Also in the bag here, this is like milkshake containers that I've managed to get a hold of. Again, just sort of 200ml bottles, and again I've just chopped them up. Colours, whatever you want, but they'll kind of marble up anyway. Unfortunately, the cat's not going in it. Decided after the last time, speaking to a few things that had been on some of the forums, these are out of Poundland non-stick cooking liners. Before I tried it just using some foil containers, but I thought let's try the well-used baking containers. Got 2 of these liners, so I'm going to see how I go with that. The moulds I used are just the ones that I've used previously. I'm still going to try doing 2 of the melts together. I'll maybe try and divide this one up into 2 and see how we got on with it. So I'm just going to pop all the stuff, all the plastic, into this, chop up what's left over, get it in the oven, which is sitting at 180, or sorry, 190. This is a fan oven, so I mean that's probably 180, 190. Hopefully there'll be no smell, because otherwise when the wife comes in the morning I'm dead. Right guys, I've put some of the stuff in here first. It's probably been in the oven for about 60 minutes or so. I just chucked in some of the milk bottle tops, as you see, so they've kind of melted down. Non-stick stuff seems to be pretty good. Some of the thicker offcuts that I'd actually had, they still need a bit of time to soften off a little bit. But what I'll do is I'll leave it maybe for about another 10 minutes or so. Some of the thinner stuff, which I'm in the process of cutting up now, the bottle here, all I've done is I've taken the bottom off the bottle first, just zipped it up the side with a pair of scissors, and then chopped it into little bits. That's going to get added a little bit at a time. So see, it's been in there probably for about an hour or so at the moment, just kind of softening off. If it's thinner, it'll probably take a little bit less time to actually kind of get softened down. So that's where we are at the moment. Right guys, that's been about another 20 minutes or so, so I'm just going to add some more. Just give me a nice big kind of few big chunks. This plastic is wet, but yeah, that's alright. That's always good washing some of the milk smell, etc. off the plastic, so we'll just keep adding that at the moment. Again, if you want to mix the colours, that's fine. I just think at the moment it's kind of fine as it is. I don't really mind too much. I've still got some of the orange stuff to add on the top, so for me that'll kind of give me a reasonable colour. If you want to use the white plastic, clear plastic, whatever kind of plastic you've got, that's entirely up to you. I like to mix the colours because I think it looks quite good, but then that's just my view. I was asked about the quantities of plastic I was using, or the HDPE. Having a wee look on the internet, we were looking at approximately 0.95 grams of high density polyethylene per cubic centimetre. So I'm not really sure exactly how much I've actually got at the moment, but once I've moulded it and it's come out the oven and cooled off, what I'll do is I'll measure the two slabs that I've produced, and I'll give you a kind of an approximate weight, and at least that way you'll know how much you need to collect. I'll come back shortly. Alright guys, probably looking about the 2 hour mark now. Plastic's pretty soft. I'm just going to add some of the, well, what would be the milkshake bottles, just so I've got plenty of plastic. Do it pretty soon, and I'm going to get some more, or get the moulds. Now I found my quick release clamps this time. Seems to tidy the shed a little bit. I think the last video I did said I couldn't find them because that gorilla had moved them. Well, that gorilla was me. So I found them now. I'm going to use a couple of those. I'll still do a double pour like I did before. So that's the 2 moulds I'm going to use. And as I say, I will probably look towards telling you exactly how much plastic I've used by the time I weigh it once it's cool. Just keep adding little bits here and there. I've decided that because I like the colour, I've got some orange, which was a Mr. Muscle spray bottle, and the white stuff and the kind of cream stuff was a Aussie shampoo bottle and a Dove shower gel bottle. So that's kind of what we're going to be used for moulding. Alright guys, we're now looking at about just over 3 hours. In that time we have partaken of a certain beverage. This is from apples no less. So in the oven we have plastic just waiting to be moulded. After the last time I moulded, got the wise move that I have a pair of thin gloves as well as a pair of ringers. Found the quick clamps that the gorilla had the last time. These have been a bit melted through other uses, but all I'm going to do this time is, again, we'll go for 2 moulds. Small one, slightly larger one. Size is much the same as we said before, there's been no difference. All I'll do is I'll put 1 tray at the bottom, 1 tray in the top, and then finally clamp it on the top with another bit of ply. 2 seconds, I'll just do that. Right guys, here we go. 2 frames, as we did before. One's quickly rushed up out of what's the bed, so we'll go for the first one here. We need to help us prize it. We'll see, here we go. So let's take the first one out. Now as I say, I don't know how much we've actually got weight wise here, but let's give it a try. So there we go, the sheet. Let's see how it goes. Let's take this one out. Wow. Now that came straight off, so guess what? From now on we're looking at non-stick sheets. Put that glove on, sorry. Bang goes the cyclone glove. Just push that into the mould. If we get a bit more spilled over, not a bit too much. Put that one on the top. Ain't going to cool down that quick. Right, next one. Take this out. There you go guys. So, 2 pairs of gloves definitely make a difference. And we've got no pain in my hands. This is pretty cool stuff. Let's just give it a wee stretch round. it into the mould. That's it. Some interesting colours here. If I push this one in, there's obviously less because this was a smaller size melt that I actually did in this, but let's just go for it anyway. So, with that, apply on the top. Let's go quick release clamp. Take it top to bottom. Press this side as well. And this one. Take it to the other end. Let's go, other clamps. Slip it down. Go. One. Put that plot out, plots off. Next one. Found out these clamps I've actually got here were made by Molson. So if you search for them, you'll probably find them. They're pretty much cheapest chips online. Can't remember who I bought them off of, but probably worked out about £2 each for them. I'll do this next one. Now a few guys have said to me, what do you do with it once you've moulded, clamped and it's cooled? Well, I will do another video because there's so many different shapes, styles of catty you can use these for, or other things. Whatever you want to use them for, it's entirely up to you. Entirely up to you. All you might need to do though is plane them to make the surface smooth. But saying that, other methods of moulding this stuff are available, not just mine. But anyway, this, as far as I find, works really well. This, after cutting, is one of the ones I've done. It's a bit rough, just on the front, on the back. Shapes pretty well. A few holes for bands or tubes. Entirely whatever you want to use it for. I find this one, this is my favourite style, shape for shooting, and it works for me. Any questions? Just ask. Right, that's us now. We've been cooling probably for a couple of hours. Everything's nice and kind of cool now. So I'm going to take the clamps off. I'll put these off. Done a bit of tidying up as well. So quick releases off. Just gently unscrew. We'll see what the end result is. Got a feeling again that one side of this is slightly higher than the other. You can always plane that out. There are a few other questions as well from people after the first video just about how to cut, shape, etc. But I'll do a separate video on that just so you can actually see. This is the end result. Again, still with the cutting on the table. And here, see, looking in the mould, stuck to the back of this one. Hey, that's okay. Right, put this bit here. You'll see where it's slightly uneven, a bit thinner at that end, but hey, still actually looks okay. Let's see, I'll just grab in here. Knife will do just to help us prise out a little bit. Don't use one of your best knife. Doesn't look best for it. I think we're stuck a little bit in the ply, but that's alright. That should smooth off. So, here we go. It's not bad for that one. Looks pretty cool. Mould's still okay. Let's have a look at this one. Let's just give this a little prise off. I've got the kind of general feeling, guys, that this one's going to be a bit stuck, but as you'll see, yeah, just a bit of timber off. Reasonably good sized piece. Just around the edges here, I'll just trim that off. That's just obviously just kind of overspill. So we'll see if this comes off. A little bit of prizing, guys. There we go. Right, I've got a wee bit of the plywood just stuck to the outside here, but that's still pretty okay. Got a pretty good idea. Thickness. That's about 20mm by the time we've done it. That's actually quite even though. Nice colour in it as well, so hey. Next thing I'll do is we'll trim it up, mark it out, and then we can cut ourselves some slingshots. Once again, guys, thanks for watching. Right guys, taking a wee while to get this sorted out again, but here's the plastic after it's been melted, cooled off. Got a few previous shapes that I've cut out here. Templates for these came off the Slingshot forum, so simply a case of just putting template out. I've printed it off, stuck it to a bit of cardboard, just trying to maximise the number of shapes you can get, so just basically draw them out. So I've got a variety of different shapes here, you can see this little one here as well, so as many as you want. This is definitely a favourite for mine. Let's go for another little one here. So basically, we could probably get another one here. Yeah, we could probably get another one of those at that end as well. So it's just a case of now drawing around them, get the shapes, and just simply cut them out. So what do you use? I use a bandsaw. That gives me a good quick cut. You can use a coping saw or whatever else you've got. Just here in the background here, there's pigeons. Right guys, once you cut them out, you kind of get a pretty rough shape, round about like that. That's pretty roughly cut. This one here, I've had a wee go with it, just because the surface on it, it was quite rough, so I've had a little go and just smoothed it off slightly with a plane, just to kind of give a slightly better surface. Next step after that is just to shape it a little bit. You can use files, you can use sandpaper, whatever you've got available. Though saying that, sandpaper and files just take a bit longer. I've got flexible shaft which is onto this. This is a Performance Pro one. Picked it up off eBay, it's for about a tenner. And it'll take a variety of sanding wheels and things, and it'll make it a lot quicker. I've just purchased today from I think the local Aldi or Lidl's, one of them, selection of like a wee flat wheel and wee sanding drums that'll fit in it, and that makes it a lot quicker. Yeah, I picked these up, little sanding wheels, little flat wheels. They came out of, I think there's a selection that's 80 grit wheels. They're probably okay. Pack of those was £2.50, or you got 2 for £4, and that makes it a lot quicker. By the time you've kind of smoothed it off slightly, there's two I've got here. Just kind of take the edges down a little bit, just round them off slightly. If you want, you can use some wet and dry on it as well, and that'll just take it down even smoother. So probably up to about 240 grit is more than sufficient. If you want it to be shiny and polished, then I read somewhere you can give a run over with some T-cut and that kind of polishes it a bit, but that's kind of fairly smooth. Not a bad job. Last thing I've done here, guys, is this is my favourite. 2 bits of 9mm ply that I've actually glued together, and this has been an all-time favourite with double TheraBand gold. Alternative version with the HDPE. I've done tube holes for that as well. Feels nice in the hand, dead smooth, good grip on it, definite favourite. Any questions, just send me a message and I'll see what I can answer. Thanks for watching.